All right, so here we are. We put the little bathtub bike is up there. The lift is empty. We have the head for Fred, the head for the black bike down there, and the head and cylinders for the green bike over here. So we have the head for Fred, the engine parts for the green Triumph, and the head for the black Norton. This is a sort of a dichotomy. First of all, we have a personal interest
Yes.
in Fred. We could put him together because actually there's a guy coming here tomorrow to look at Fred as a potential buyer. But I don't want to rush it.
Yeah.
You know that? Just to get it together.
Absolutely.
Okay, now, the second thing is we could work on the 75 down there, or we can work on the green and white Triumph. Frankly, the green and white Triumphs are easier to work on putting the engine together than the Nortons. I haven't even thought about this bike yet. Still, I've got the part of the ice-elastics. Haven't even ordered the rest, and got to get the starter motor up to the to be modified. We really have had this conversation already, and I'm still undecided. I'm
with you. I think the Triumph, because let's get it done, try to get it out of here, and then do 2, 3 Nortons. I mean,
okay.
yeah.
All right. Well, you've just witnessed an executive committee
Yeah.
making. I agree. Let's do that one.
Yeah.
We'll put this guy on there and put the bathtub down here while we wait for the seals for the bathtub. I concur.
All right.
All right.
Let's roll.
Good. Okay, we decided we'd go ahead and put the green and white Triumph together. And here be all the little bits, all laid out nicely. We've found everything that we think we're going to need. Everything's clean, ready to go back together. First thing we're going to do is set the end gap on all of these piston rings. These specs call for 10 to 14, so I always try for a nice firm 12. And what I do is we'll stick them in the bore as far down as they can go. But we use the piston to push them down. And I'm not going to do this one-handed. I've only broken one piston ring in my whole life, and I still don't know how I did it. It was during the drop-on the cylinders.
Oh, really? Wow.
And I don't know how, but I broke a piston ring, and that's going to be the last one. So anyway, we will put these rings in there one at a time, push them down with the piston to get them down to about the level of the piston, and then measure the gap down at the bottom of the bore, and set it for about 12 thousandths firm. And what I used to use a file. I put the ring in the
Vice.
Thank you, vice. I'm getting old. In the vise and file the end. Well, now I use a little grinding disc on the Dremel tool. A lot easier. And just hit it a few times to take a thousandths off hither or yon. So after we do the gap, then we'll put the pistons on the rods. We'll put the studs back into the bottom of the case. Drop the
base gasket.
I'm thinking about that. At that point in time, we put the base gasket on. Then we put the drop the cylinder on, then the push rod tubes, and then we worry about the head. We'll load the head. So we will get the jugs and pistons and rings and base gasket in place and bolted down, and then we'll put the head together and get it all assembled, and the push rod tubes and the push rods and the A, B, C, and the X, Y, Z. And that's the plan. Let's see how it works out. All right, we're going to set the, Kevin's going to set the end gap on these rings. He's going to put a ring in, which he's doing right now. There you go. And push it down with the piston, which makes it nice and easy. he's got a 12 thousandths.
Yeah, not even close.
Is it? It's tight.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Way tight, huh?
Oh yeah, I can't
right.
even get it through there a bit.
Okay, let me get the Dremel tool out.
Yep.
We'll be back. See how it goes. All right. I may get some pushback on this, but I'm just going to try taking a little off the end, like so. It was really, really tight.
Mm-hmm.
I would say more than 3 or 4 thousandths. If I get both ends shiny, we can take another measurement. Now that I don't think that's going to be enough. It'll be interesting. Let's just take it at the top.
Okay.
We'll just push it down about half an inch or so. That'll give us a starting point.
Better.
Yeah, you can actually see the gap.
Yeah.
Actually, that was
Spot on.
yeah, that's fine. Push it down to the bottom. Let's check it again. Excuse me. Yeah, if you're getting good audio, you just got a nice cough. I like that.
Oh yeah, that's good.
All right.
Cool.
So let's take this one off.
Mm-hmm.
And you keep track of them.
I will do
And
that.
I'm going to try to not to break it.
Yep. Okay.
So that one's done.
Yep. Yep, that's the problem. Glove stuff. Putting the springs on a carburetor there, they had more trouble because the glove kept getting caught in between the spring. I couldn't get my finger out. Yeah, another tighty.
Another tight one?
Yeah, it's way over here.
Gosh, yeah. Now this is actually less tight than the other,
Yes.
but it's still tight.
Yep.
All right, so we're just going to hit him gently. Now I'm literally just shining the ends on these things, and it seems to take off just enough. Try that. We have to take a little more.
Yeah, a little more, I think. Well,
But
it's close. Yeah, it's a little. See, it's just, this won't quite fit in there.
all right, good. We'll hit it just a little more. How did I just do that? Because it was really nice. So like that?
I don't know. I wouldn't want to.
Maybe it was like this. Ah,
There you go.
it was like this.
Yeah.
Try that.
think it's going to be, yeah, still a little tight. Man. Yeah, still. See?
Just it's too snug on 12. Let's
Yeah.
do it one more time, and then we'll try it at the bottom of the barrel.
Okay.
I bet you that's perfect. It just felt good when I did it.
Yeah. Well, you know, take it slow and easy. You can always take more off, but you can't put more back on.
It
Yeah,
seemed
that
my
looks
barber.
perfect. There you go.
There you go.
Perfect.
Now push it down to the bottom.
Yep.
And see if you can see any difference at all.
Slightly tighter.
Is that right?
Yeah, interesting.
But still 12.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
It's just a nice snug 12.
All right. Well, we're not going to make you watch the rest of these. We're going to go ahead and do the rest of these rings, and we'll be back in a moment.
Now we put the rings on the pistons.
Well, let's see.
Because you got to have the pistons on before you drop that on.
Yeah, but I'm thinking, should we put the rings on the pistons when they're on the connecting rods in order to not mess up anything when we put the tool to push the wrist pin in?
Yeah, sounds good to me. Worst thing that happens is it doesn't work.
I think we'll do it that way.
Okay.
But
because there's going to be less in the way putting those clips in, which scare me as enough as it is.
yeah, but see, once we get these pistons in, we still need to use a stud driver to do it. The pistons are going to be down here somewhere.
Yeah,
we got room. Yeah, there's no 6 of one.
Exactly.
Half a dozen of the other. We'll do this. Besides, we'll put the gasket on, then the studs through the gasket, rather than trying to put the gasket over the studs, in which case you sometimes tear the gasket.
Sure.
So we'll put the gasket down first, then the studs, and we'll already have the pistons in place. All right, so let's
So where's your tool for putting this thing in?
I think we can just push it through.
Well, yeah, that felt like it, but
I mean,
okay.
These feel like they should just slide through there. I got no problem. Actually, I do.
I'm good over here. Yeah, you're a little canted.
No,
yeah,
I can't. Yeah. No, there you go. Okay, no, that's snug. All right. Okay, let's do a little talking. My God, this thing's recording all this time. It's 9:59.
Oh goodness.
Oh, goody. All right, we're going to put the pistons on the connecting rods. Each of us has put the inner wrist pin clip in place, and you want to get your own?
No,
Let it go. Let it go.
good.
All right. Drop this on. Normally we would heat these, but this is going on so smoothly. I got no problem. That's all I have to do is find. Yeah, I'm not gonna say find the hole. There, slides right in. Okay, now your side.
Bada boom, bada bing.
Okay. Now, remembering the old adage, paranoia is your friend.
Absolutely.
Okay? We're going to take this and drape it all around here and seal off the whole bottom end while we put the clips in the outside of each of these pistons. Okay. Mine snapped in beautifully, Kevin. How are you doing over there?
I'm sweating bullets. It's okay.
You got the loose end in first, and then just.
Yep, trying to.
Uh-huh.
Getting your hands right.
And you
The mouth right.
Gotta hold your mouth just right.
Isn't that the truth?
In the meantime, check this piston ring depth. Yeah, it's fine. That's fine. You got to hear a snap.
I know. And I just heard it. Yeah, you come and double check it. But
Okay, now grab the tang and just do a rotation.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, just do that and then take it around.
Clockwise or counter?
Well, it'll only go one way because it tends to open
okay.
up, see? So, yeah, that's it. Just give it a spin around as long as it goes all the way around.
Okay.
And I've left mine with the tang facing down at the top. I don't know if, see, it's hard to go backwards. Go ahead and round.
Yep, cool.
I have no idea if there's some sort of secret to that, but that's what we do.
That's all that matters.
Okay, so I just checked the piston ring depth. They look good. The grooves are good. Let's drop the rings on.
Okay,
that's your side?
My side.
That's your side. And these three are my side.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to use the old feeler gauge method of putting them on. What are you going to do?
I don't know yet.
All right. I take like a 10,000th feeler gauge. Get gauge and walk them down.
Yep.
I've never owned piston ring spreaders. Now, is that the oil ring? Yep.
Yes, it is.
Good man.
Okay, got that one on.
Okay, good. Way to go. I'll try your method.
Yeah, these are just flexible enough that, you know, just gentle and walk it down with your fingers.
Okay. Now, these two are identical, right?
Yes, sir.
Is there one beveled and the other not? They both appear to be beveled.
Yeah, I don't see any difference.
Okay. And they are marked, clearly marked top. That is very nice. You know, it's when you're trying to find that stupid little dot that they put on them sometimes. Okay.
I tell you what, I love that. Oh, okay, where am I off? There I'm off. There we go. Boy, I don't know what brand these are, but I get them again.
They're going on really nicely, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Not fighting us at all.
I'm just thrilled.
Okay. Now, the old 270 trick.
Yep.
I'm going to rotate my oil ring right about here in the middle of the skirt. Take the next one and do the same thing on the other side. And then take the top one and put it over here. So if I got a gap over here, gap down here on the oil ring, gap over here on the compression ring, and a gap up here on the top one. So basically you just want to 1/3.
Gap, gap, gap. Yep. I
Okay.
just put them in a different place, but
Good.
same thirds. All
Same
right.
theory. All right, so we've done that. All right, now we're going to get ready to drop the cylinder on, okay? So let's just let this thing sit here, wait while we prepare the cylinder. We'll be back. All right, we're going to drop the base gasket on and the base nuts, base studs onto the motor now. I'm going to spray this base gasket with copper coat, which I really like. And so I'm going to spray it both sides, and then we'll drop it gently in place. Okay. And this little hole has to go over on top of that little oil pipe. And sometimes it's real difficult to get that guy over that little pipe.
Yeah.
And it'll actually tear the gasket when you try.
You know, what I have found is if you take one of your little sockets,
Tiny one?
the littlest socket, and then just kind of press down, at least it...
Try that one.
Yeah. At least it'll tear evenly.
There you go. Perfect. I like that. Okay. Good. Nice and sticky. All right. Now, the reason we did that first, and now we're going to put the studs in place, is because if you try and do it with the studs in place, the chances of tearing the gasket is multiplied. So now we'll put the studs in place. No, I'm not going to Loctite them. I'm just going to tighten them down snug and then give them a twist with the stud installation tool. That's yours.
Somebody already said butt dialed and I realized it.
Huh. Yeah, okay. Did I do this one?
Mm-mm.
Here, do that one over there. That guy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. All right. Now, we're ready to drop the cylinders on, but first we have to put the cam followers into the cylinder. Now, remember, I don't know if you all remember, but I marked the position of each of these cam followers, these tappets. I did it with a little punch. Right here, this says 3, that says 4. So I've already cleaned these out. I'm going to put just a tad bit of oil through each one, so it's got oil on the startup.
And where do you keep your rubber bands?
I don't. I use little pieces of tubing. I'll show you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, just a little bit of oil.
In any particular drawer?
You know what? I don't know if I actually saved them.
Ah,
Sometimes I just find a piece of tubing and chop them off.
gotcha. Big shot.
I used to use 4 individual pieces of tubing.
Mm-hmm.
Now I just take one piece of tubing and squeeze it down between the two.
Them, sure.
And it jams them and they fit perfectly. All right, so 3 and 4. One, two, three, 4 dots. Goes here with the dots out. Little oil, like so. 3 dots. And I just put the wrong one in the wrong one. This is 4, it goes over here. There. This is 3, it goes over here. This is 1 and this is 2. 1. 2. One and 2. Okay. Now, you didn't happen to stumble across any of
Nah, I wasn't
that I
that lucky.
saved.
I didn't look everywhere, but
Yeah, I used to stick them in here, I think. Okay, so let's just, oh, there's one, maybe.
yeah, actually, you could probably cut that in half.
Here,
Oh, good.
let's try this. There, right, stick that in between them,
Cool.
and they won't fall out. Because if they fall out, guess where they go?
Yeah.
Right in the bottom of the motor.
Yeah. Just got real ugly.
Yeah, it gets ugly. Okay, now, the base is all clean. The cam followers, tappets, are in place. The last thing I'm going to do before we drop it on, which may be a yay and nay, you can give me an opinion, but I am a yay. I put just a little bit of oil on a rag. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. And do this mostly to make sure they're clear and make sure that there's a nice microscopic. See? I got some dirt. See that?
Because there's always time for lubrication.
Uh-huh. That comes from the movie Evolution.
That's right.
And it's a funny, funny, funny movie called Evolution. David Duchovny.
Yes.
Yeah, he's in it. I love that movie. It is so funny. And there's always time for lubrication. There. Okay. Some folks may say, don't do this. Put it together completely dry.
That's okay.
And I've done it both ways.
Yeah.
So
everybody's got their preference.
You
That's
know.
fine.
Goose and gander. Opinions are like, you know what? Everybody's got one. Okay. Now, let's go back to the other side. We're going to put the ring compressors on now, and then put the support for the cylinder in place, but we're going to do that, and we'll be right back. All right. We have the pistons in place with the clips in. We have the base gasket in place. We have the studs in place. We have the ring compressors in place. Now, I've tried half a dozen different style of ring compressors. The long ones, I don't know about all. These are old-fashioned. I keep going back to them. So anyway, I put them on so that the top of the ring compressor is exactly on the top of the ring, which gives us a little bit of lip here that the jugs can rest on when we go to put it in. And I tighten them down so that the rings are fully pushed in, but so this guy can move. If it can move like this, then it can move down when you go to drop the jugs on top of it. Okay? So that looks good. Now, I also have this really, really spiffy, where'd it go? This platform thing, which it didn't work out so well the last time. I remember somebody said do it from the side rather than this way.
Ah, okay.
Which makes a lot of sense.
Sure.
So I'm going to try it one more time.
Sure.
And what I'm going to do is take this out completely and slide it in from the side and see how it fits. And if it gives me any grief at all, I'll go right back to my two tubes
Yeah.
that I put under there. So let's see, we're going to take this out. And why don't you slide it
From my side?
It's got to be a lot bigger gap.
Yeah.
Now,
Uh-huh.
yeah, try it coming in from the side
Mm-hmm.
like that. Okay, now that certainly fits better, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not even sure I'm going to put my end on.
No. Oh, well,
I'm not sure.
Towards it. Yeah.
I just don't know. This is the first time for me. Let's just put this in place. Isn't that neat? Now at this point in time, if we sort of line it up in the center of the gap, we should be able to drop the cylinders on, pull that plate out, and have them drop down into place. Have we forgotten anything? I don't think so.
If we did, we'll remember it in an hour after everything's on.
Yeah, about the time we tighten down the eighth bolt. All right, so here comes the jugs. Here come the jugs. Here come the jugs. Oh, here come the jugs. So that flat spot, this flat face, well, both flat faces, interesting. Here's the oil line right here.
Mm-hmm.
That goes on your side facing forward. So at this point in time, I'm going to drop these on.
Okay.
And if you hear a whoops,
that's right.
Then we'll just start all over. I'm not sure how I want to address this. They're pretty high up because they're sitting on the studs.
Yeah, I got this side. If you want to room your hand.
No.
Okay.
Oh, I know what. We should back the motor up so that they'll be.
They're dropped a bit.
They'll be on, sitting on that plate better.
Yep.
Which means jacking the bike up and backing the motor up. Okay, well, you've just witnessed an oh my moment.
That's all right. Good news, we caught it before anything got broke.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll hold these steady. You see if you can find fourth gear when we get this thing up in the air.
Okay.
Or any gear.
Okay, you ready?
Mm-hmm. There you go. Oh, that's good. Now I'm going to back that up.
Wait a minute, we're hooked on a stud. We got to go forward a little bit. Yeah, it's just there. Okay.
There. That holds them steady.
Nice.
This is good.
Mm-hmm.
We're still not disturbed.
Mm-hmm.
Still got the same spacing. One more time with gusto.
No, with Kevin. Gusto,
One more.
Gusto left.
Gusto couldn't work today, so I'm stuck with Kevin. How are you on that side?
Looking good.
Resting on the...
Mm-hmm. Resting on the compression.
Okay, now, if you'll hang on to these for a second.
Yep, got it.
I'm going to get the... normally, I beat those down with my fist, with the palm of my hand.
Yeah.
But somebody whose initials are Kevin showed me that it hurts less if you use... Now, eyeball that. Make sure that the ring hasn't popped out.
I haven't. Nope. Looking good.
All the rings still in?
Yep.
Here, hit your side. I'll give a couple of whacks. Okay. I'll take my side. Okay. I think your compressor is a little tighter than mine.
Yes.
I don't see the rings sticking out any.
No, I can
either
loosen it
side.
just a half.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. Just
Yeah, just enough.
all right.
Yep.
They should fall down now. Everything's still okay.
Oh, what the hell is that?
Okay, so now you got a ring sticking out, do you?
Yeah, can't quite tell.
Let's get over there and check it.
Actually, no, I think it's. No, that's what scared me. I saw that gap.
Yeah, but I'm looking up here.
Yeah, I know. I did hear a click I didn't quite like, but that could be a lot of things.
Hold this light right
Yep.
here. Let's make darn sure.
Yep.
Well, that was neat. See, that ring is sticking out. Okay.
There we go. That's all right. You'll heal.
Yeah.
Better than a broken ring.
So we're down past the rings.
Yep.
Okay. Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Okay, I'm out.
Okay. I love it when they get hung up.
Here, I can.
If you pull up, it'll pop. I mean,
Yeah.
you'll pull the whole thing off.
Yeah.
Okay. Hang on, I'm going to squeeze that. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, fine. I'll squeeze that sucker down tight.
Yeah.
What happened is we let the thing get too low.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's hitting the cam followers.
Okay. There. All right, now let's tap it down. Are we all the way down against the plate? We're all against the plate now.
I'm not on this side. Oh, no, so I'm sorry. You're right.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
Okay.
Now, at this point in time,
Okay, I'll just loosen this.
and then you'll take this thing out. You can slide it out from your side.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to take this out.
Okay.
I'm going to support the
Jugs. Okay.
jugs.
We're good. Oh, yeah. That's the way it's supposed to go. Sweet.
Let's roll the rear wheel up. Okay, go around a few times. That's beautiful.
It sure is.
All right,
Ooh.
now, this is the fun part. Some of these nuts have to be put in while it's slightly raised on some bikes, and I truly don't know if it's this bike or not. There's big ones and small ones. The big ones go on the outside. The small ones go on the inside, I think. Here's your 4.
Okey-doke. Where'd you put my 4?
Right here.
Oh, thank you. We get to use your funky torque tool, right?
I don't know. We could. Let's see.
Don't these have a torque spec?
My side's not all the way down yet. Oh, it's hung up on those locating studs, that's all.
Mm. Yeah, not all the way down over here either.
Mm-hmm. Takes a little effort to get over those little collars.
Yep.
I think that's for the outside one.
Oh, you're right. That would be why it was sliding.
All right, well, this is boring, so we'll be back in a minute. All right, base nuts are in. Pistons are in. I'll show you some nice, beautiful piston action here. Nice. Everything feels good. No scraping noises. Wow. Okay, we're going to do some head work now. Actually, Kevin's got to get out of here.
Yeah, in a few minutes. Yep.
So we'll do a little bit of fooling around here and probably call it a day. I got things to do elsewhere.
People to see, babies to kiss.
Yep. Hands to shake. All right, here we go. Well, it's 11:30, and we have the pistons installed in the cylinders, which are installed on the bike. Kevin came over for coffee about 8 o'clock. We came out here about 9 o'clock, and it took 2.5 hours, 9 to 10 to 11 to, 2.5 hours to get this far. So I'll charge 2 hours. But isn't it amazing how long it takes to do a simple job of pistons and jugs on bike? You would think that it would take 15 minutes. It just doesn't. The details, doing things exactly and precisely, measuring, fitting, cleaning, putting together, careful, this, that, and the other. It's amazing how much time it takes to do a simple 5-minute job. We joke about 5-minute jobs. The never-ending question is, how long does it take to do a 5-minute job? So he had to go home, and I'm here, and I'm still looking at the disc, and I think I'll just put the valves in the head. I don't know if I'll drop the head on or not. I've got so many things to do, but I think I have time to put the valves in the head, and I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, Kevin's gone home, and I'm going to put the valves into this head. They are in place now, being held in by little tie straps from the machinist. And I'm just going to put the springs on, and you get to watch. This bike didn't have oil seals on the intakes, so I put a set on. I had them, so I put them on. Excuse me. That's a one. Too far down. Sometimes they jump right in. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes you have to cajole them. Yo, get in the hole. Here we go. That other one actually jumped out of the pliers and jumped right into the retaining hole. Couldn't believe it. I thought I'd lost it. This one, on the other hand, is saying, no, please don't. All right, this is taking way too long to video. So I'll be back after I get her in there. And then I gave it a little nudge with a very small screwdriver, and it fell right into the hole. You just never know what they're going to do. Okay, intakes are done. I'm going to go on the exhaust side. I'm not going to make you watch this. All right, all the valves are installed. The next three, one gave me a little bit of grief, had to be cajoled to go into the receptacles. The other two jumped happily in, like, oh, banzai, jumping in. Okay, so they're all in. This is something my dad used to do, and I think it's something to do with seating the rings, or I mean, seating the springs, seating the valves. I don't know. He did it, I do it. And it's just a matter of giving it a smack. I expect if you gave it a smack and things went spring, that would indicate something's wrong. But never happened. Okay, let's put Jake away. All right, so we have a head all put on. And at this point in time, I can put the head back on the bike. I'm not going to do it. Matter of fact, there's so many different combinations of seals for these push rods that you got to be careful. You know, this is a universal set. The definition of universal is one size fits nothing. So interesting. There's got to be another black one here somewhere. I don't know. Anyway, I will show you the pages that I've done over the years showing what years use what seals. Interesting. Is there another one over here? Yeah. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. These are not it. But there it is. All right, so. So I'm going to call it a day. I'll go in there and post this, and I'll post the sheets of paper out of my file showing which years take which tubes and oil seals. Okay? I think I'm ready to call it a day. It is 12:30. Started here at 9, so I'll charge 9, 10, 11, 12. I'll charge about 3 hours for that. It was fun, and we made some progress.